2023 presidency, 2 ex-governors, 7 governors, and a northern leader signed APC power rotation agreements. Hello, my people. They are beginning to bring out the documents as this becomes a bone of contention with regards to the zoning of presidency. We'll wait and see because we don't even know if we will get to that 2023, but we pray that we will all get there. As it is with what is going on in this country, everyone is crying out for restructuring. You see, so we don't know if there will be Nigeria as a one nation to now go on election for presidency. However, when APC started in 2014, they had this agreement. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's understand all that is going on. Leaders of the Reformed All Progressive Congress (RAPC) and estranged allies of President Muhammadu Buhari, Alhaji Babur Galadian, has declared that the present insecurity challenges facing the country will continue to fasten and that Nigerians should prepare for the worst. It's not going to get better. Galadian said the federal government has been overwhelmed by the problem and only divine intervention can actually save Nigeria. In this interview with Tunde Thomas, the former national chairman of Congress for Progress Change, CPC, before consolidating to form the APC, said, indeed, at the formation of the party, there was a zoning arrangement agreed upon by leaders of the ruling party. He also spoke on other national issues. There has been controversies of recent in APC, which many Nigerians believe you will have an honest answer to. Was there any real agreement at the point of merger, whether while forming APC, for President Muhammadu Buhari to hand over power to the Southwest, as recently stated by Ministers of Work Raji Fashola? We have to remove sentiment and emotions from this issue. As far as the constitution of APC is concerned, there is no word zoning in it. There is no zoning in APC constitution. But I heard from a reliable source that there was a gentleman agreement between the gladiators of the Southwest and of the North. And if the Southwest supported them for Buhari to win the election in 2015, that the North will also support the candidate of the Southwest in 2023. This was a gentleman agreement. Let me also say this emphatically, that a promise is a promise. And when you make a promise, you are under obligation to fulfill your promise. For people, 2 from the Southwest and 2 from the North, reached that agreement. I know that this agreement from a reliable source. Those who sat and agreed upon this agreement were 2 former governors from the Southwest, 1 7th governor from the North, and also another political gladiators from the North, where these who signed the gentleman agreement. It was a solemn agreement. As far as I'm concerned, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or whatever religion you belong, as a matter of fact, your words must be your word. Even if it means you going to die for it, you must always be ready to say the truth, no matter the situation. Once you agree to do something, you must fulfill your part of the obligation. APC is under obligation to support that agreement. Were you part of the agreement, or was there any role you played in the agreement? I was not part of that agreement, but those who took part in the agreement, that they also reached out to me. But why is it that position changing? Why is it that the positions are changing now? Why? Whether the agreement favors you or not, you must honor the agreement. If APC people are honorable, they must live by their word. If the party leaders are honorable, they should sincerely do what is right. They should honor the agreement. The party should give the ticket to the Southwest in 2023. APC presidential candidates must come from the Southwest in 2023 because it was based on that agreement that the Southwest politicians supported Buhari in 2015. But a former governor of Zamfara State, Alhaji Sani Yarima, who has expressed interest in 2023 presidential race, recently claimed that there was no agreement like that in the zoning between North and the South in APC. What do you say to that? Yarima is being used by some people. Those who want to settle the gentleman agreement and wants to scatter it, if you sincerely ask him, he can even tell you the names of the people who ask him to run. Yarima is not even in the position to run to know whether there is such an agreement or not. He's being used. They are asking him to declare for presidency because there are people who have deceived him. Anyone can indicate interest for a governorship race or whatever race that is in Nigeria. It is not everybody that can be honest about politics. Yarima, however, is free to run. We are all free in a democratic setting. But what is really paining me is that those who are part of this agreement are now the same set of people who are pushing Yarima to run for presidency. The people are pushing Yarima to run are the same people who know very well that there is an agreement, such agreement between the North and the Southwest with regards to presidency. They have supported Buhari. They should not turn their back now. What do you think is the implication of this? It is not good for the country. It is not good for democracy. It is morally right. Is it morally right or wrong? Honestly speaking, it is dishonest, and it is not a good state to talk about a country. A former CPC chairman, Prince Tony, claimed that he was the chairman of the zoning committee but would not disclose the recommendation to the committee. What do you make of this? No, there was no zoning committee in APC individuals. Individuals converged and spoke about it, agreed for Buhari, worked together to ensure he became the president, especially those from the Southwest who agreed and said, at the end of the day, you will support us in turn. That is the truth. Guys, leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.